Hey guys, this is Kyla at the MJC, and this time I'm bringing you just a really short, quick video on the exchange section of the marital settlement agreement. But as always, I just want to remind you guys that nothing in this video is intended to be legal advice. It's a video, so I can't analyze your specific situation. If you do have questions about what you should exchange or what timeline you should exchange them by, or anything else in your agreement, then I would definitely recommend getting some legal advice. You can get free brief legal advice through the Marquette Volunteer Legal Clinics if you're here in Milwaukee. If you're in another county, then I definitely recommend contacting your clerk of court to find out what resources are available in your area. All right, so the exchange section is really short. I kind of had hoped to put it in my last video about property division, but it wouldn't quite fit. So here, it's this last little bit right after the other personal property section, where basically you're going to indicate whether or not you and the other person have items that need to be exchanged. So if you guys either have already exchanged your items or know that by the time of the hearing you'll have everything sorted out and you really don't need to exchange items, you'll check A, none, where you're just saying that you've already exchanged everything and you're happy enough with the way that went. The other time people will sometimes check none is if you guys don't really need the court to be able to enforce exchange. So maybe my ex and I aren't going to actually finish separating our stuff until after the final hearing, but we already know whose stuff is what. I just need to get it out of the house. And we don't really need an enforceable agreement on that. Then sometimes people will check none. But if you and your spouse do have items to exchange and you want to have a clear court order saying this is the time it needs to be removed by and this is the mechanism, then you'll do it here. Here you're going to put a list of items, and so those items can be taken from here, although obviously much of this stuff, like the Walmart shares and things, aren't physical, tangible items. Here we're really thinking of mostly things that can be carried. So a lot of it's going to be up here in the household items portion. So, list of items, it could be the blue lamp and, great anhydrous salt shakers. And, whatever else goes here. The bedroom set, the drum kit, whatever items you need to exchange. Go there, and then you're going to put a date by which they need to be exchanged. Again, this can be a little bit tricky because, as we mentioned above, you don't know exactly when your hearing is going to be. So, I can put tomorrow, but if I'm going to need the court to help enforce this, which I hope you aren't, because if you're going forward joint or stipulated, hopefully you have enough agreement that you don't need the court to sort of force the other person in your case to do this exchange. But if you do think that's a possibility, then obviously they can't enforce it until it becomes an actual court order, which won't happen until after your court date. So some people just put a date, and just kind of know that it might be a little bit past that when they get into court. Some people try and guesstimate when their court date will be. They say, okay, well, today it's October, and so we figured it'll probably be a couple of months, so we'll say, the 1st of January, or what have you. So you'll put in a date. And then down here, according to the following arrangements. So, husband to pick up. Or, wife's brother to pick up and deliver. Or you could say, wife to arrange to have items mailed. Whatever your mechanism for getting them will be. So just a quick little explanation of what that's going to look like. All right, well, that's it for the exchange section. I guess I should, just for completeness' sake, I should have left that in. So we'll say wife to arrange to have them mailed. All right, so that is all for this section. Shortly, we'll pick up on the division of real estate section. But for now, thank you for watching this video. I hope that you found it helpful. If you didn't, we definitely do have more resources available at the MJC, which is located in room G9 of the Milwaukee County Courthouse. Otherwise, for now, that is all that I've got. Thank you guys. Now I hope you all go out and represent yourselves well.